actually make money. That's the real objective.
Yeah. So yeah, as you correctly saying, there must be a distinction between commercial property finance and just your normal mortgage bond, which you can get from SA home loans or whatever the case is.
Bank,
the idea is that we are trying to create wealth, number one, and also provide residential units in the township, which, as you said, is very densely populated, and as a result of the spatial planning conditions, most black people do live and reside in the townships, and that's probably where housing is required the most. As you alluded to, there's been some kinds of solutions with RDP program, but as we know, it's not it's a failing program essentially. This is our contribution to the housing issue, number one, which also gives people the opportunity to own the value chain in terms of providing residential units into the market.
Okay, no, that's wonderful to hear. I mean, I like I said, having worked in this space for quite a long time, I know that there's a shortage of about 2 million over properties,
and increasing
exactly, and the RDP houses have not been able to keep pace, plus the fact that there's political issues around it, and people have been waiting for their houses for over 10 years, 15 years, and they just lying on that promise. So this is a huge issue. I think it's not only a huge issue in South Africa. I think it's a continental issue. Kenya, for instance, is sitting with the same amount of people that are in previously disadvantaged community. But I think what I love about this is that it's not some big company that's coming to build units like any other developer, but you're saying we want people that are from townships, that understand the market, and want to invest, as entrepreneurs, and want to be part of the solution. So there's value that's being created there. So the construction workers that are going to be working there, that's jobs. You've got an entrepreneur who's going to be probably running a business for the first time, and through this, and they understand the business. For instance, my mom is a umastandi, from Sbukeng, because I'm a Shibin prince. It means my mom was a Shibin queen and my dad was a Shibin king.
Also, you're a descendant of them.
Exactly, so I understand the mastandi space. We talk about tenants and how he's struggling with tenants and so forth. From the fact that I've been a property investor myself for the past 12 years, so I want to know, like, how do you equip now those people, to be good entrepreneurs, because essentially they're running a business.
Well, you mentioned that it would be the first time they become entrepreneurs, but really they've been entrepreneurs and they've been mastandis without really formalizing the business. So in this product, as much as we do financing of buying of properties, we're also involved in the construction space. So we finance buying and the construction of these units. The contractors come from Soweto. So the whole value chain really is in the townships. What we do as Mastandi is really equip people to formalize their business, to go through traditional routes of formal plan submission to the COJ, approval of those plan submission, compliance in terms of the electrical compliances, fire certificates, etc. And we allow them to really go to the next level of being a mastandi, as it were.
Okay, so basically, when we say this is a commercial property, are they looking at your personal finances, or how do I qualify?
So in the mastandi space, most people apply in their personal capacity. You find that they own the title deed in their personal space, and our job is really to assess your finances and how you manage your finances as an individual. We are a financial institution, so credit record and your bank statements is standard for any kind of institution that you would go to. So I suppose the first thing people worry about is scratching their head because my bad credit record,
yes,
whatever
yes,
the case is.
Yes.
But we deal with it on a case-by-case basis. I don't think it should be the one thing to prevent you from, approaching a financier like ourselves.
Okay. Okay. No, that's wonderful. And what about the affordability? So does not my salary have to be at a certain level for that particular financing?
What I really enjoy about this particular product is that as much as we look at how you manage your personal finances, what we rely on is the cash flows of the property to repay, your installment, the operating costs, and also to give you as the owner a profit at the end of the day, because that's what we're in it for.
Yes.
So we're very cash flow based model, as opposed to a balance sheet based model.
Okay, so you literally look at the viability of the business
of the property as a business.
Yes. Okay, so so when I approach you, I can have assurance that even if I didn't do my proper homework, you can help me to say, hey, no, this is not going to be viable at this space. The area is not attracting a lot of foot traffic or people that are actually looking for properties and so forth. So you probably give that kind of advice.
Yeah, I mean, we place a lot of reliance on our entrepreneurs because they know the market, they're on the ground. So we do, as much as we advise you, a lot of people have, some, even if it's not formalized, they know how the market works.
I see.
They have a feel for the market.
Yes.
But we do advise as to, this particular block you can't finance there. It's a bit out of walking distance from such and such a spot.
Yes. Okay. And then tell me, do I need, would my title deed on the property serve as equity in this case?
Yes, it can, and in most cases it does. So there's kind of two ways the model works. It's either you come with ownership of the property, and then we are able to finance the construction for the residential units.
Okay.
Or you can be looking for a property to purchase and develop.
Okay.
Yeah, so your title deed can definitely serve as your equity contribution into the project.
Okay, but it's not a requirement.
It's not a requirement.
Okay, so I can come, say I've spotted a property, it's in this particular area, can you finance it from the ground up?
Yeah, initially when the program started, we thought we would be attracting mostly just title deed owners who just want to further develop the project. But as the product develops and as we go along, we find out there's a big demand for people who are interested in purchasing and developing particular projects.
Okay, no, that's good to hear. And then what are the requirements for the entrepreneur? What do I have to bring on the table? Like, okay, so there's equity is not a requirement. Do I need a business plan? What else do I need for me to qualify?
Well, equity is a requirement, but in the instance that you own a title deed, that can serve as your equity contribution.
Yes.
So we have a maximum debt amount of 80% of the total project.
I see.
So entrepreneurs are expected to finance about 20% of a project.
Okay.
What the requirements are is that you must be previously disadvantaged.
Yes.
You must have, proven sort of cash flows into your personal account or be employed, whatever the case is.
Okay.
And we are very character-based lender, so we look at you as an individual, whether we think the character that you have can, number one, handle the business that you're going to be taking on, and number two, can we see ourselves doing future business with you?
Okay, so you I mean, when someone has built a property, then they can actually go into another project with you.
That's what we want, because at the end of the day, we grow from individual entrepreneurs growing. So you find that on the normal TUFH loan book, we have a pool of clients who have many projects. So that helps us a whole lot in terms of repeat business. That's what we're looking for at the end of the day.
Okay. So which areas do you finance?
Currently, it's Soweto and Spruitview in Johannesburg. And then in Cape Town, we're in Kylie